right, you guys, I am really excited today because boy, do we have a big surprise for you, because this car belongs to our new friend, Aaron Hagar. And when Aaron called and asked us to trick out his Mini for him, I kind of freaked out because he told me that his dad was the lead singer of none other than Van Halen. And I got so stoked because guess what? I'm a big fan. I love Van Halen, and his dad's the lead singer. I mean, when Van Halen did Crazy from the Heat, I was stoked. That's like my favorite album. So anyway, we got to build Aaron's car, and here we go. Let's take a look at it. Are you ready for this? I can't wait to show you this car because he let us have a heyday with it. He gave us carte blanche. He said, Jeremy, do all that cool stuff that you do so well. So here we go. I'm gonna give you the grand tour of Aaron Hagar's Mini Cooper, all right? Well, what is it? This started out in life as a Mark 7 MPI Sport Pack. This is the coolest cars ever. This is a Mini 40, and these are some of my favorites. He and I have a lot of similar tastes, and he said, Jeremy, I really like shiny but industrial. It's got to be kind of, he restores Defenders. He loves Defenders, Land Rovers. And I said, you know what, I feel you. I think I understand. So let me give you an example of something that I created here that I think he liked. So I took the GT300 mirrors in the black, in flat black, and I used an MED bracket, and that has that industrial yet different look to it. So again, that kind of look was what he was going for, what we went with him. These wind deflectors he already had on the car, and I love these. I think they're fantastic. We installed this chrome trim up and over the doors. We installed the chrome trim between the wheel arches. It was black. And then we did these John Cooper signatures, just like the Mini 40s or the LEs had back in the day. We also did Union Jacks on the side and clear side markers with the chrome trim around them as well. Now he said, I really need to have some interesting wheels on it. And I said, yeah, I hear you. I said, you know, we've got some anthracite 3-piece 7x13 deep dish wheels. Let me just try them on the car. And I put them on, I sent him pictures, and he freaked. He said, okay, that really does look good. I put the Cooper center caps in there as well. And I just wanted to, you know, keep that sort of mean yet metal look, and I think we've got that. We put a new windscreen in it. There's a video that we did on this, so you can go and clip through our YouTube videos and see some of the cool ways we installed that. Now his windshield was pitted really bad, so a new windscreen goes a long way at making the car look really, really nice, because you get a new windscreen seal with the filler strip. We also deleted the black wiper arms and the black buttons and the black squirters, and we went with the chrome wiper arms, the stainless plugs, and the dual chrome washer jets. Up front, we took the stone guards off. He had a broken headlight, and we went with the Hella H4s with LED bulbs. He's got LED bulbs all the way around, and again, we added these little chrome trim rings around the sides here. We did an 8-slat Cooper grille. He already had these really cool. I think he custom made these. If you didn't know, Aaron ran Rat Runner's Garage. He was on TV, and he's done all kinds of really cool car shows, and he's a car guy. He really is. So we added the rally lamp covers. I like these little covers. See? You can actually turn the lights on and run with those on. We did the European license plate on the front, and see, here's those chrome. Oh, we did clears as well. These were amber, so we went with clear. Of course, we did the same thing on this side of the car. But come on back here, you can see this is a Mini 40 limited edition. So that's 1999, all right? 1999, 59 to 99, 40 years. That's why they call it a Mini 40. Back here, of course, you got the Cooper badge, because now it is actually a genuine John Cooper Works car. This is a real S car now. So lots of badges, lots of cool stuff. I really like all of the, I guess, attention to detail decorations we've got going on here. Let's take a look in the boot, and you'll see what we got going on here. So here's his really cool custom car cover. I'm gonna pull this boot board back a little bit so that you can see. Well, we did the boot liner, the boot board kit, and under here, of course, we got the C-Tech charger and the battery cutoff with the battery ground. If you don't have a CTEK charger on your Mini, you really need to do that. He agreed. He's like, oh, hey, I work with CTEK. I know those guys. Do it. You know who else he works with? This is really cool. He is sponsored by and has worked with Kicker for years. Look at all this Kicker in here. The stereo system in this thing absolutely rocks. I guess if your dad is a genuine bona fide rock star, you better have a stereo system in your car that rocks, right? Wow. Hey. All right, so come on around here and you'll see that we've got all the badges from the rear window to the side. Now, we didn't do the Cooper S Works badge here because this has the limited edition Mini 40 badge. That's kind of important. I didn't want to delete that, so I put them in an envelope for Aaron so he gets to hang on to them. Monza flip-top gas cap with locking cap underneath. Now, take a look in here. Look at this. That is the genuine John Cooper Works conversion VIN plate. And then, of course, the suede Nardi deep corn steering wheel. That looks so good in there. I really love that steering wheel. It feels really nice. It's got a good grip. He already had these billet door furnitures on, which I really love. I don't know where he got those, but I really like them. Very classy. We added the chrome bezels around the fresh air vents and all of that. And look at that shifter. So there's a quick shift with the straight extension and the angled extension. I did that because it's so comfortable now. I'm gonna sit in the car when we go for a test drive and you're gonna see how comfortable I am in that car. So that's really important. Come on around here, I wanna show you something else. This is before we pop the bonnet. We are gonna pop the bonnet and you're gonna see some of the mechanical things we did as well. What do we have over here? Well, this is a genuine Jet Motors remastered special car. Not only is it a genuine John Cooper Works S car, but now it's also a Jet Motors remastered. So I gave him all these certificates. I signed it. I did some really special stuff for him on his actual VIN plate and his VIN tag. That's a one-off for him and him only, and we did that special for him. Let's pop the bonnet. Undo these really cool leather straps. Look, Mini 40 badge. Isn't that cool? I didn't take that off and put the Cooper in there. I did on the rear, but I just couldn't do it to this car because that's really unique and cool. So I'm sure you guys can all understand that. All right, what do we got under here? Well, we did the genuine John Cooper Works conversion. And of course, I had to do a red rocker cover for him. I don't know why. I kind of sounded right. But anyway, I did a red rocker cover on his genuine John Cooper Works conversion. Now, we also did a lot of this really cool stainless steel upgrades and trim. Now, I have a whole box of this stuff set aside for him. When he comes up to visit, he's going to hang out with us for a day, and we're going to do some filming with him. And I saved some of the, I guess, cherry on top for him to put on his personal car because he is a wrench. He knows how to work on cars. He loves working on cars. He loves driving cars. He's a car nut, just like us. So I saved him some really fun stuff for him to install, and I'll show you all that cool stuff that I set aside. He's gonna get a lot more coolness added to it. So what do you get in a John Cooper Works conversion? Well, a big valve ported cylinder head. You get a new long center branch ManaFlow header with the O2 bung in it because this is a fuel injected car. We added, it doesn't come in the kit, but we added the 52 millimeter alloy throttle body on there because the stock throttle body is only 48 millimeters and it's plastic. We are told that those are prone to cracking. But if you go to a 52 millimeter alloy throttle body, well, they don't crack, they're a little bigger, and they give you a little more horsepower. I believe that to be true because I did feel a little bit of snappier throttle response with it. It does feel a little better. You do get an oil cooler in the kit right there, so he's got an oil cooler. He is in California and it does get hot there, so that oil cooler is handy. And this is the S-Works badge, or snorkel with the S-Works badge on it. So Aaron is an artist and he can paint really, really well. And I think I'm gonna convince him to paint this little S and this little Works right here. And I think that would look really cool. I bet he's got a steady hand and maybe a few paintbrushes. We'll ask him when he gets here. All right, So some more of the cool bling is on there. I'm gonna have Keith B-roll this car. I want you guys to see the brakes on this thing. Big 4-piston alloy calipers. We've got the DTM side exit Cooper Works exhaust. We put everything on this car. We just kind of went bananas because Aaron's our friend and we just couldn't wait for him to, well, this is gonna be a big surprise for him. I can't wait for him to see this. We're gonna go for a ride. I'll tell you more about some of the cool stuff we did to this car, but I want you to hear it. I want you to see how well it goes, and I'm pretty excited for this. So I know you are too, Aaron. I can't wait for you to see this thing. Let's go for a ride. Check this out. Oh, I better close the bonnet before we leave. All right, here we go for a ride in Aaron Hagar's beloved little Mini. When I say beloved, he loves this car. I'm not exaggerating. He loves this car, and I don't blame him. I do too. If you owned a Mini, you'd understand. And you Mini owners, you do understand. Oh, that exhaust. Oh, that Cooper Works kit. Oh, yeah. Now, it's cold. It's kind of cold out here today. Engine is cold. I'm going to get some heat in it, and we're going to go have some fun, okay? I brought a bucket of fun. This I'm saving for Aaron when he gets here. It's got all this really cool blingy stuff that we get to install with him, or I'll just make him do it. And this is, oh, look at that, England. There's some cool stuff in here that he's going to really enjoy putting on the car. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast. And Aaron, I can't wait for you to get here. So, all right, let's go for a ride. Sit down, Waldo. Sometimes I can't resist. Oh, this car, look at this. Already, I'm telling you, the seating position, we got the Jet Motors seat brackets with the spacers, so that bias the seat towards the handbrake. You can still use the handbrake, but it gets it away from the door pocket, and I'm sitting exactly how I like to sit. And I got the shifter right here next to the steering wheel, next to my knee. I'm not reaching forward. I really like this. I love this steering wheel. Suede, Italian suede, nothing better. And it really fits this car. The dish is just perfect for my legs. I love this. This is a really nice seating position. These seats are gorgeous. I like that Aaron took the headrests out. I think that looks kind of cool. This has the diamond brushed aluminum Mini 40 dash in it with all the Mini 40 gauges. It even says Mini 40 right there. Now, Aaron, your specific VIN number for the Jet Motors Remastered, Jet Special, if you will, has a very important code on it, and it just might be the time when you come to visit, because I think your birthday's coming up. Guess what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, buddy. You're turning 55. With a name like Aaron Hagar turning 55, I think the I Can't Drive 55 jokes are going to be flooding your Instagram, your Facebook, your text. Yeah, everybody's gonna be making 55 jokes. I mean, I don't know why. Isn't your dad? No, I don't know. Huh. Anyway, happy pre-birthday to you, buddy, because this is going to be one cool birthday present for yourself. I know you're looking forward to coming up here, and you just might be driving this thing home. That is, look at this thing go, buddy. This is awesome. You're going to freak out. You are going to love this. It just gets with the program. That scooted right along and had the most beautiful tone. I love the gearbox, the big powerful disc brakes. We've got the suspension absolutely dialed in this for you, my friend. We spent a long time just getting the wheels perfectly set up. So we set the caster, the camber, and the toe, front and rear, and we corner balanced it. So we got a perfect 50-50 distribution, weight distribution. Why is that important, you may ask? Well, take 4 legs of a chair, and if one of those legs on those 4 legs of the chair, just like the 4 wheels in your car, is shorter than one of the others, what does it do? It's unbalanced, it rocks, right? So we want to get all 4 legs, all 4 corners, perfectly balanced, equal, and that's what we've done. Look at this. Even under hard acceleration, it doesn't pull, it's straight as an arrow. For a front wheel drive classic Mini, that's a big deal. And the way you do that is with the Jet Motors Ultimate Suspension Upgrade. You need to have all that adjustability because the factory never gave you those adjustable lower arms or tie rods. You gotta have that. So we got this car driving really nice. We got rid of all the thunks and the bunks and the rattles that you were complaining about. The brakes are absolutely magnificent and smooth. We've got a ton of power now. You are gonna have so much fun with this car. Now, we didn't even scratch the surface of all the stuff we really did. There was, the list on this car is fairly large. We had a lot of fun. We really enjoyed building this. Hang on, I gotta. Oh, man. Woo! Yeah, I promise you guys, when Aaron is here and we get a video of him driving this car, if he doesn't start smiling and laughing, I'll eat my hat. If I even owned a hat, I don't know. But I'd eat it if I had one, but he will. He will be smiling and laughing, I promise you. You're gonna see this video. The next time you see him in the driver's seat, he is gonna be giggling and smiling, I promise. I know Aaron. It's what he's gonna be doing. So you'll see. All right, let's see if we got some good e-brake action here. You ready? Yeah! All right. Did you guys like that? I sure did. Patty Hopkirk taught me that. All right. Check it out. Well, the next time you guys see this car with its owner, Aaron Hagar, I think we're all gonna have a good time. All right, I guess we will see you guys on the next one, and hang loose. Well, take your shirt off because we need to get.
Whoa, we're not going there, are we?
Yeah, we're getting real busy here because we heard.
Hey,
that's
illegal.
You told us your dad was the lead singer of Van Halen.
I didn't say nothing. That is illegal.
And so we were so in support of that. We're like, we love Van Halen. We're with you, bro.
I'm a Roth fan until he slapped my ass.
You see, even Keith, look at, Reese is looking at us like, what's wrong with these guys? Wait, you're not telling us we got the wrong guy. Did we get the wrong guy?
I don't know. I haven't checked my DNA recently. So. I opted out of the DNA test because I'm suspicious.
Because I Googled images and...
Lead singer of Van Halen.
I don't understand. What's so funny? Wait. There was another guy.
Actually, there was like.
Is your dad's name?
There was like 4.
Is your dad's name Gary?
Yeah, Gary Sherwood. now Gary's a brunette.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, awesome. We're toying with our new best friend, Aaron Hagar. If you didn't know, that last name is pretty good. I mean,
usually there's a Viking attached to it. Well, there is, I guess, in this case too.
Hagar the horrible?
Quite literally. Yeah.
Well, Well, thank you for playing with us, man.
Always.
We'll have
This
to
is great.
Google some images and see what his dad really looks like. So. All right, well, let's look at your car. Isn't that why we're here?
Oh man, look at that. Oh, it's clean again. Stance is so much better.
Tell me, do you like those mirrors?
I like those mirrors. See, I like the standoffs, the aluminum standoffs,
Aluminum.
and the Ray Dot style mirrors.
Yeah.
I have these on everything that I build. I always wonder, but they don't actually rattle when you drive them.
Well, we can fix that. See these two little screws?
Yeah.
We're gonna take them off and put some like foam tape
That's
in
what I
there.
do on all of them too.
But
I had my
hey-
middle one that rattled.
I'm really proud of the
that's tough.
red rocker.
Now I'm not the red one.
I know, but you're related to him.
Black and white. Maybe some muted orange.
Isn't now?
Wow, that is
what do you think of
gorgeous.
this? We got rid of the upper radiator hose and went with the stainless steel version.
It's just so much cleaner. That is the only thing, is no matter how much I detailed under here, it never just looked good. You know, it looked overstuffed.
Small things like we replaced the coolant bottle because it was all faded and brown and ugly, and it
Yeah.
just looked,
It looked
used
burnt.
and old and burnt.
Yeah.
But now we even painted the alternator. Usually they're aluminum.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
so I
Black,
think it
yeah.
tidied up the engine compartment.
Yeah, it really did. And you got rid of the rat's nest in the back.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I think you had something living in there.
Oh, the mice have been, it stunk so bad. It was sitting outside all year. It was killing me. It's
Yeah.
absolutely killing me. But wow, this is beautiful.
I want to show you something really special. Come here, Keith. Come here, Aaron.
And it moves now. It
So-
moves.
This is a fast car.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And what do you see there?
I see a new plaque.
And
With
do
my
those-
name on it.
Do those numbers, do those digits, do they mean anything to you?
Yes, it's my birthday and my birth date age. I'll be
so it's on the
55.
certificate there too.
Yeah, I'll be 55 this year on the 24th.
Now that's funny.
Wow, that is
Aaron
really cool.
Hagar turning
Well,
55 weeks. Well, happy early birthday. Is this the greatest birthday present ever or what?
It is. This thing is so cool. This is our favorite car. I mean, my wife loves this car. Our dog loves this car. Everywhere we go, it brings smiles. I took my dad for a ride in this car, and we went to lunch, and he was laughing his head off the whole way for two reasons. One, it's just, you can't drive him in a Mini and not laugh. And two, because no one recognized him. They just wanted pictures of the car.
Oh, finally!
Like we pulled up and we're walking down the street and you know, I'm locking up the car and he's just watching people just crowd around the car. Can I take a picture?
And
Can I
they
get in
ignored
there?"
him.
And he's just standing there.
That must have
laughing.
been
He's just
awesome
going,
for him.
He loves it. He loves it. He
Well,
loves
we call Minis
So cool.
the rock star car for everyday people.
it. Yeah.
And they really are.
Yeah.
You feel like a rock star riding around in one because everybody. Do they hang out in your blind spot or
Yeah.
what?
Which to me is the downside of driving.
Because
I don't
they're
drive it for
taking
attention. I
pictures
drive
and
it for
they're
for the
smiling.
experience.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, you can have
It's
the
good.
worst day ever. Jump in the Mini, and then what happens?
You know, and that's what my wife and I do is we have crazy, silly, fun cars, and people are like, why do you have that? It's the most ridiculous car in the world. And Dad used to ask me that all the time. You know, why do you have this stuff? It's ridiculous. Well, I don't have your money. Second of all, you know, but the reality is it's just fun. And like you said, no matter what kind of day you're having, it changes the second you open the door and you see it.
Yeah.
Whether it's under the car cover or which car cover looks like it now. But if you're driving it, just the experiences you have in these cars.
You sent me a
That's it.
picture and told me a story when your dad was getting the LaFerrari ready for Barrett Jackson. Craig Jackson, Sammy Hagar, a Learjet, and a LaFerrari, and your Mini. And people walked right past your dad, right past the Jet, right past the Ferrari, and went, what's that?
And what's so funny is Dad and Craig did all the paperwork on the roof
Of this car?
of this car because it's the right height. Right? It's the right height.
Oh, yeah. He can... Oh, that's funny.
True story. I documented, you know, all the behind the scenes, and Dad and Craig are so they have photos laid out. You know, Craig's going, yeah, last car we sold, you know, GT500. I think it was right here. You know, I mean, no, it's good, and it was funny because Dad didn't realize that this was our car. And then he walked up to it and he asked Craig, he goes, hey, Craig, this is a nice little Mini. He goes, do you bring this? He goes, no, it's Aaron's. He goes, of course it is. And he looked at me and he went, you have a nice car?
What are you doing with a nice car?
Most of what I have is just leave the rust, so it looks like your little mini truck.
Now, why did you fall in love with minis?
So my late Uncle Bucky, Frankenbuck, he always had 2 Minis and 2 Nortons.
You had an Uncle Buck.
I had an Uncle Buck. He didn't care for bears or moose, but he was a great guy, and he was the family wrench. He had the manicure, and he was that guy, my mom's brother. And I grew up in that car with him the first time I ever went 100
And it was a Cooper S.
Yeah, he had 2. So he had a black Cooper Mark I, I think a 60, and then he had a British Racing Green Cooper S.
Yeah.
65, I believe it was. And first car we ever went 100 miles per hour in, my cousin Benny and I, we jumped the train tracks, both hit the roof of the car and laughed ourselves onward.
Oh, that's funny.
But he lost both of the Minis in a fire.
Oh!
And the rest of my childhood, he was chasing Minis.
Oh.
And he always had the Nortons. So when he passed away, I got the black Norton.
I see.
And then I just spent most of my life chasing a black Mini until a 1960 literally fell into my lap for $3,000. And so I bought it sight unseen. And and that's the one I just sold to fund this.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go for a ride in it today, where I also set aside some really cool stuff for us to just bolt on and have fun with.
Okay.
And I just can't wait to get your impressions on the suspension, the engine, just all the details. I mean, we paid a lot of attention to the little details because we wanted this car. We knew how special this car is to you. I mean, you and I have been friends for a couple years, and you love Minis. You really do.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not just pretending. You're a real Mini nut.
Well, after this experience, I realized how much, because,
This is not the same car you brought us.
It's here.
We've been talking. You are going to be impressed.
And we've been talking, like you said, for years about bringing this or something to you.
Yeah.
And like I joke, I'm a man of my word.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, you are. Eventually. Like your wife says, get busy on those projects. Hey, look, you don't need to nag me every 6 months. It'll get done.
I got rid of all my projects.
I got to tell you something. I am really uncomfortable in this t-shirt.
I bet
I got
you are.
to take it off. This
I'm getting
floozy's
a
got to
rash.
go.
I'm getting a rash just standing next to you.
I'm going to go put a Jet Motors t-shirt on, and then Aaron, you and I are going to go for a drive, and we're going to laugh and have some fun. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, you guys. So Aaron, thank you for bringing some California sun. Wow. You didn't bring the temperature with you, unfortunately. It's cold out here, but boy, is it sunny and beautiful. You couldn't have picked a better day. Thank you, brother. Anyway, Aaron Hagar is here to pick up his car. He's going to drive it back home to Napa, California.
Yeah.
And you're looking forward to a nice road trip in your
I am.
tricked out hot Cooper S Works converted Mini with all the bells and whistles.
It's a different car. It just looks similar.
We're about to go for a ride in this thing because you haven't driven it yet.
We've
kind of walked around and looked at it and oohed and awed over it, but you haven't driven it yet.
Haven't driven it yet.
That's about to happen, and we want you guys to come with us. So come on, let's go for a ride. Okay, here we go.
Oh, the seats are in.
You never sat over there, have you?
They're in a different position too.
Have you ever sat there?
I don't think I have.
Uh-oh, I'm rubbing on the mic.
Yeah, we're rubbing on the mics.
Hang on, let me move this. Hopefully that won't do it.
2 grown men in a Mini Cooper.
It's like fat guy in a little coat.
Fat guy in little coat.
So you like the shift in the? I know it wasn't your favorite.
I want you to.
I like it at the knee.
I want you to drive it. And if you get home, by the time you get home, you don't like it, it's a 7/16.
Yeah, because you added the middle one.
I
I had it lower.
You had the angled?
Yep.
Just the angled down there?
Yep.
I want you to try it.
Yeah.
See what you
know
think.
this where you like it too.
Well, I'm not reaching forward. Look, I'm staying all the way back.
Look how much higher your knees are.
Well, let's see what happens.
You've got longer legs.
Yeah, when you get over here.
You've got longer legs.
Well, you're like your dog.
He doesn't have stubby legs. Hey, my dog.
Hey, those aren't very long
My
legs.
dog is well proportioned. It's the angle. Look how lean back there. They're lean back at a 75-degree
He's like a hot rod. He's all jacked up.
He is a hot rod.
So we had to build this car to keep up with my dog. I got a hot rod wife. I got a hot rod dog.
Right on.
I got a hot rod car now. I'm the one that needs work.
Yeah, don't we all?
I'm not rich enough to have a wife that nice looking.
That's
Oh,
good.
but she's Czech, not Russian, so maybe so.
Oh, well.
Oh, sorry if that made it on camera.
Hey, I got a hot wife too.
Yes.
I keep saying
We've done well.
I don't deserve her.
But I like you've got a beautiful home, beautiful house,
thank you,
beautiful
Aaron.
family, beautiful shop, great
Thank you.
employees. You
I
guys.
love my guys. I love my guys.
Maybe we need to move to Oregon. Maybe that's what's going
Yeah,
on.
let's go look at houses together.
You know, driving through this neighborhood.
Oh, wait till you go around this
Misha and I
corner.
were like, oh, look at that one. Oh, look at that one.
So, if it's
Money goes a
clear
lot
enough,
further here.
you're going to see Mount Hood, and it's going to blow your mind.
Wow. Yeah, this is. I mean, even this place is kind of cool. You know,
They just built that.
looks like a container house.
Yeah, it's square. It's a box.
I don't know, I
Let's
think I
see
could
if-
afford that house. If
Let's
it's
see if we
a
can
couple
see them.
containers.
Oh, the clouds are blocking the mountain.
Oh,
Look, this
Wow.
is people stop here all the time to take pictures. It's really stunning.
Wow. Yeah, this is a neat area, and this is probably at its least pretty because it's middle of winter.
We are
but
the
it's
heart
not-
of winter right now.
Yeah, but it's not covered in snow. Everything's kind of but there's still grass. It's green. But yeah, it's a beautiful area. Pretty steep.
We're at
steep.
1,000 feet up here.
Yeah, but the driveways and everything are pretty steep around here. If the road is icy, I can imagine it. It's a little
That's why
gnarly.
we have an all-wheel drive Mini.
Yeah, with good snow tires. Wow, the ride is so.
What do you
different.
think?
The ride is so.
I'm gonna pull
smooth.
over here and let you drive.
It's so nice. The
No
brakes
rattles,
are
no
good.
thunks, bumps.
It's just smooth.
Well, I am gonna goose it here. Let
yeah,
me goose
yeah.
it.
It's just smooth.
We got some good engine temp. Oh, that truck pulled out.
Oh yeah, the front end got a little. Yeah.
So
Wow.
you can light up the tires if you want.
Nah, there's no point.
No, I'm saying if you didn't mean to, you will. But I'm going to let you drive now, and I'm curious to see what you think of the rides quality, the brakes, the seating position, because I moved your seats around.
Yeah. You said you.
But
fit
I
the
want
seat
you to
differently.
see, because on a long trip, what you're about to do,
Yeah.
I think you're going to like it. Let's see. Let's
right.
see what you think.
Well, I've done 400-mile days in this before. It's at speed. It's a really great
Well,
car.
you have a 276 final drive, 13-inch wheels, so it'll cruise at 75, 80 all day long.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Make a U-turn here?
No, go straight.
Just keep going. Now everything's in a different position, so
Yeah, you're going to get used to it. It's going to feel different.
yeah, I got to reach for everything now. It
Well,
was so
like-
compact before.
Yeah, on a long trip, you want to, stretch out.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't latch this.
Right, left.
Turn right.
Okay. Oh, did we get the blinkers?
Yeah.
No. They're still going fast.
Oh, no, I fixed it. Why is it going fast?
I don't know, Jeremy.
We'll take a look.
Oh yeah, it really walks around a lot now. Wow. It's so much more sensitive now. This is great.
So,
really a lot of feedback.
we're going over those big bumps, and it's not hitting
very-
the bump stops like it was.
Compliant. Yeah, it's not as. Oh, it just feels so different. It's so smooth. It's so compliant now, but it's still.
Well, it still has
so
that
much
go-kart.
feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little too go-karty before. It was a little squirrely before.
Ah.
And abrupt.
And you were bottoming out.
Yeah. Yeah, the brakes just feel so good. They don't feel spunky.
This is a big hill, so yeah, test those brakes.
Yeah.
I want you to turn left at this street down here.
Okay.
See where that car came out?
Okay, the left one.
No, keep
Oh,
going.
yeah.
To where that car, yep.
The left blinker's normal.
See, now I wonder why the right one went fast. I fixed them.
We could have one out now.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah. It's good.
Isn't that awesome?
It's good. It's real nice and clean.
It's crisp.
We left here.
Yeah, just follow this road around.
Toit. Toit.
Tell us a little bit about the projects you've worked on and what you're working on now. So tell us a little bit about Rat Runner's Garage and all that stuff.
Well, Rat Runner's Garage was just an exercise up in Tahoe. I was working corporate at Harrah's. My family had started a restaurant, but it was licensed. So I was going through a divorce, and Dad said, why don't you go up to Tahoe, get a regular job, appease the system, you know, get on the hamster wheel, and experience it. You know, learn the food and beverage, learn what the family does. Right?
Yeah, turn right.
And just play the corporate game for a while. So I did that, and I was miserable, and I missed, you know, having a creative outlet. So I started to get back into cars again, and I was working under a tarp in the driveway of the hotel, and in the weather, and I just made it work. And then eventually I started getting some sponsorships and doing some TV stuff, and I was able to get a shop, and that became the Rat Runner's Garage, and that became a very famous place and a fun place to kind of go and shoot sizzle reels for other companies, or it was fun. It was just a great place. It was almost like a community of locals who worked there, and I kept that running until a little over a year ago when I closed my doors, moved out of Tahoe down to Napa, and just thought I'd live a different life, be more of an artist.
Yeah, you love to paint.
And thought I'd really focus on being an artist and less of a motorhead, and that didn't work. So I did a lot of artwork of cars, and I realized that all the things that I loved, that I treasured, that I took such good care of, were sitting outside in the rain. We had like 5 months of rain in Napa over the winter, and then 108 temperatures, the highest heat it had there, and everything was just getting destroyed outside. Yeah. So I met a couple guys out front that ran out of gas, and they said, hey buddy, you know, let's go have lunch. We were talking, and I was telling him how much I missed a shop, and he said, I got a place for you, and he introduced me to a wonderful community, and I ended up with another shop.
All right.
So that was a month ago.
We'll pop pictures of your shop in there.
So it's I haven't set it up yet. I just put the floors in. Swiss Tracks was generous enough to throw some more flooring at me to cover up the difference from the old shop, because it's quite a bit bigger. And it's not a business. It's my private space.
Let's turn left here.
So it's going to be a little bit different than the other shop, which was more accommodating to visitors. This is on a private airport, a historic airport. So it's going to be a little different relationship. But I'm working there. I'm currently resurrecting another old Land Rover that we just brought back from Colorado that was literally headed to the crusher. A very, very rare final edition NAS, which is North American Spec Defender, only 300 made. We picked up number 78. A good friend of mine, Gary Corns, of the Colorado Dismantlers. So he has the Plymouth Air radial truck. If you've ever seen this.
I don't.
This is an old Plymouth pickup truck that's all down to bare metal now with a radial motor in it. It was at SEMA. We met at SEMA years and years and years ago, and we've become really good friends. We've done some horse trading. He picked up my mom's old pickup, her 53 Chevy, and we've back and forth a few vehicles. And he literally sent me a video of him driving it on his forklift to the crusher. And said, I'm throwing this away. You want it?
You beelined out there.
He's got a great sense of humor. And I panicked and said, do you know what that is? He goes, no, but I figured you did. So come get it. So he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Actually, I paid the same money I paid for this.
Wow.
$10,000. And I picked up a truck that's worth close to $100,000.
That's awesome.
I've been able to elevate I won't call it our collection. I've been able to elevate our passion with very little money. I sold my Pinzgauer to buy that. I sold my old Mini to finance this incredible upgrade.
Thank you.
Life is good.
Life is good.
Life is good.
I've been having a blast with you. Now, you came in last night. We had dinner together last night with your wife and your awesome dog, and Pesto the dog, the Frenchie, and we've just been having so much fun. And I'm not done with you yet.
All right.
I
don't have any more minis.
I'm not done with you with this mini.
Oh.
Okay.
You mean there's some more bling
There's
we can put in
some
this
more
thing?
fun to be had, and I want to see some of your painting skills. So I'm going to give you some paint, and we're going to have a little more fun.
All right.
Are you ready for this?
I'm always ready.
All right, let's get in the shop.
right.
Let's turn this thing off. All right. Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Well, I don't know who my daddy was.
What more importantly
I
is
heard he was a traveling salesman.
if we're so alike, where was my mother in the late 60s and early 70s? I hope she was in any of your dad's
she was with my daddy.
your dad's concerts.
Gonna be fun.
Crazy head.
Great fun. Yeah.
Oh, this is bad fun. That's what this is. This is bad fun. You know, there was just a documentary out about this.
And
supposedly my name's Belcher. So unless you're a Belcher, I wasn't a Belcher growing up. you know.
I've heard of Frida Felcher.
What happened, Harry? Some little filly break your heart?
No, it was a girl. Breda Belcher. We stayed in a place just like this. Wasn't as classy, but, you know, nice.
I tend to hold them in. You know.
Yeah. What is a Belcher?
I'm getting all these messages. I guess Dad's, it's actually a good story. You'll have to watch, what's that genealogy show? There's a genealogy show.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Roots or history.
Yeah,
Roots. It's something Roots. Anyway, I guess it aired again recently, and it turns out that we're actually genetically Belchers and not Hagars.
Sammy, genetically, you are not a Hagar.
Where did the Hagar come from?
There was an affair, and she took his name because the affair went a little further. So, like every other family, names got mixed up. But why this is such a big deal that we're actually genetically Belchers, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the world's making it a big deal. So I'm getting messages every day. You're a Belcher? No. Like I said, I hold it in. But yeah, so no big deal. But yeah, supposedly we're Belchers. So that might confuse things between you and I.
Well, all right. Well, I'm going to stick with Hagar. How's that? The other one
That's the
sounds
one I
a little.
know.
Sounds a little stinky.
That's been my identity all these years, so I'm sticking to it. So. Okay.
No, but it's not lipstick.
Did we test it first?
I did.
You tested it.
Go ahead.
What should we doing? The S?
Yeah, do the S.
We're doing the S. We are doing the S. Yeah, that works. Sure. It's not beating up.
You done messed up, Ron.
Where did I mess up? You said we're doing the S.
No, you did fine.
Are you quoting that show? Is it Keenan and Kel? No,
Yeah.
who was it? Was it Keenan and Kel?
They changed the name Aaron forever. It is
Aaron.
now Aaron.
I think everyone has sent me that skit. I just don't remember if I watched it.
It's fine.
Everyone has
we'll
sent
clip
it,
in right
but I'm
here.
not sure that
Yeah.
that I've watched any.
Key and Peele.
Keen and Peele, that's right.
You done messed up, Aaron!
They're funny.
They are.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Can you see this?
You want to come closer? Come closer. Come closer.
Oh, use quicker or slower?
Quicker. So because this is plastic and we were sanding it, we created a little bit of static electricity, and it actually
Aaron, that looks
pulls
fantastic.
the paint.
Dude, you are a good painter.
It actually pulls the paint off the cap.
That, no, you know what? That little bit
not
of
bad.
detail just kind of,
It really does. It
that looks cool.
makes it fresh. It's minor, but with a Volkswagen top half. Period. I accept.
I
accepted this
I
challenge.
pass the torch on
I accepted
to you.
this challenge.
I don't want to bump into his car. I could bump into my car all day, but we do not want to bump into his car.
Is that one?
It just bit. Yeah, I like the thumb screw ones. These are nice. It goes here. First we rub with alcohol. Make sure that is correct.
No, when we're real friends and when we start making fun of each other's mothers.
Hey, no one makes fun of my mother. Not even me. Sorry, Mom.
Look how pretty.
Oh, that looks good.
Well, I gotta say, with these upgrades, it now drives like it looks.
Well,
Spirited.
Come on, show them what you painted.
Oh, that okay. I was just
Yeah, come on, it looks cool.
a little.
It does look cool, doesn't it?
Little wah.
Now everybody watch. Everybody that watches this video is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do that. So, because you have an oil cooler, this is a really unique spacer, and it takes a
yeah,
very
look at that.
unique oil filter. In fact,
Yeah, it's like a little pancake
I'm going to
one.
send you with a couple of these.
Got all those nice braided
Look,
lines.
I want you to take these home with you, because you can't get these down at the Napa.
Look at that.
In Napa.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, Napa is not all it's kind.
Okay. All right, we haven't even been drinking.
Yeah.
We're just goofy.
Yeah, I had some water today.
He doesn't drink.
No, never have.
Never have.
That's
Right
why
on, brother.
I always got to drive the cool stuff.
That's right. Now tell me, how many Rockstar's cars did you drive? You were the driver.
Yeah, I drove a lot. Yeah, that was kind of my growing up. Is I never made those choices because it was always like, well, Aaron can drive.
Yeah.
I liked being the go-to guy to drive whatever.
You were the reliable
Yeah.
one.
It was nice because Dad always had some nice cars growing up, and when we go to dinner or something, he wanted to drink, and he would ask like, "What are we driving tonight?"
So you're the chauffeur.
Yeah, so he'd drive down, make us all car sick, and then I'd drive back and try not to make us all car sick.
You don't want Dad's been drinking. You don't want him puking in the Ferrari.
Dad was a little intense of a driver growing up. Definitely, all those stories are true. All of them.
Look, what was his famous song? Come on.
I can't drive 55.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I guess he was
Yeah.
singing something about what he knew
yeah.
about.
Well, his story behind that the writing of that song, I've heard a lot of different versions. I remembered being in the car when we talked about it, but yeah, we've been pulled over, and Dad was almost arrested on several occasions
Oh, jeez.
because one of the CHP officers was so angry that he drove that way with a child in the car.
You would be the child?
Yeah.
So how old were you when the I Can't Drive 55 and that
So
was
that would
all
have been
famous?
84, right?
Is that what you had, 14?
I think 83, 80, what was VOA? VOA was 82 or 83, so I was born in 70, so I would have been
14?
12, 13, 14, yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever the year was. But yeah, we used to drive, I was his sidekick. I rode shotgun. So what was it like growing up a Hagar? Looking out the back window with binoculars for cops.
You were the fuzzbuster.
That was the buzzbuster. That was our relationship. Is we would take the road trips together.
Yeah.
Mill Valley to the Westwood Marquee, 5 hours and 20 minutes. With about a dozen gas stops in the BB512, the Ferrari. All those stories are true. I have to say, Dad doesn't even need to embellish them.
No, he doesn't. That's great.
And his theory was, there's a cop on the on-ramp. Go faster.
Get out
because
of-
I'll beat the radio.
Yeah.
He really thought he could beat the radio. Like
No.
they'll call ahead and he'll be past that guy. And they'll just have to keep calling ahead and they'll get tired of calling ahead. That was his philosophy.
Wow.
Just like gambling. Oh, I lost this round. I'll double down. Double down. Double down.
Oh, no.
Well, you got to have deep pockets to double down. You got to have deep pockets to keep passing cops on the
man.
on-ramp.
Wow. What an
But,
interesting childhood you had.
But you know, it's funny. Dad's had his first ticket in 20-something years, 24, 25 years. A couple years ago going to Tahoe, coming back in his LaFerrari, someone waited for him. And I met the cop. We had a conversation.
Oh, really?
And I haven't had a speeding ticket in 27 years. Yeah. Not to say I haven't been pulled over. I just get lucky. But yeah, so, there are ways.
Yeah. I haven't had a speeding ticket either, except I got a photo radar ticket for 11 miles an hour over.
A photo radar? Is this something I have to worry about in Oregon?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they have photo radar. Your Waze on your phone will let you know if one's coming.
Oh, I don't use Waze. Maybe I
But,
should.
Yeah.
Are they on the freeways?
No, it's usually the 35-mile-an-hour zones.
Oh, okay.
So I was going 46.
Oh, wow. Well,
11.
What's the grace?
11.
11.
Exactly 11
Good to
miles
know.
an hour. And
Really?
boy, was I ticked. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know they had those here. Okay, good to know. I always wonder if you can make a ride on red. Can I make a ride on red?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
That's the things I worry about when I drive. Can I make a ride on red? There's nobody coming.
Aaron, it's a roundabout. What's wrong with you?
Oh, God, I hate those. I hated them in Europe and I hate them in the U.S.
Well, hey,
All right. Thank you,
are you
my
ready
brother.
to go to dinner?
Yes.
Let's go get something to eat.
Let's go.
But
Let's take the Mini.
I love this guy. I love this guy. Aaron, thank you for getting up here.
Thank you so
for
much.
spending so much time with us with your beautiful wife, your gorgeous dog. Love that dog.
He is. He's a handsome boy.
Yeah, but thank you for this. This has been fun. I hope you guys
Huge,
enjoyed
Huge
our,
thanks.
our trip with Aaron Hagar and his family, and it's been fun. We'll see you on the next one, okay? Bye.